Alrighty, review of the muscular system. The muscular system is the body system that covers, shapes, and holds the skeletal system in place. The muscular system contracts and moves various parts of the body. This is what your muscles do, you know this. Okay, muscles are fibrous tissues that have the ability to stretch and contract according to the demands of the body's movements. There are three parts of a muscle: the origin, the belly, and the insertion. The origin is the part of the muscle that does not move and is attached closest to the skeleton. The belly is the middle part of the muscle. And the insertion is the part of the muscle that moves and is farthest from the skeleton. Muscular tissue stimulation. Okay, this is a lot of our massages, okay? Massage, hand, electric vibrator, or water jets. Electrical therapy current. These things can all stimulate the muscle tissue. Infrared light, dry heat, heating lamps or heating caps, things like that. Moist heat, steamers or your warm towels. Nerve impulses through the nervous system. And certain chemicals, certain acids and salts, different chemicals. Okay, we will start on the muscles of the scalp. Again, I'm going to grab my baby doll there, maybe see if I can get a little closer. Okay, don't criticize my lovely art. Where is she? Okay. Well, the first one, though, is muscles of the scalp, epicranius. And, of course, that's probably the one thing that I did not put on there. Is also known as occipitofrontalis. It's the broad muscle that covers the top of the skull and consists of the occipitalis and the frontalis. Okay, so your frontalis, you can see the pink lines there is the frontalis. It actually goes up into the hairline. Okay, and occipitalis, turn around lady, is on the back side of the head. Okay, occipitalis. So the epicranius is actually the muscle that covers the whole top of the head, and it's those two together. Okay, the epicranial aponeurosis, which right there on top of her head, aponeurosis. Okay, that is the tendon that connects the occipitalis and the frontalis muscles. Alrighty, muscles of the neck. Platysma is on this side. There it is. Okay, down there it goes from the jawline basically to the neck. It actually goes all the way from the chest and shoulder muscles to the side of the chin. That is where the platysma goes. Sternocleidomastoideus extends from the collar and chest bones to the temporal bone in the back of the ear. That is the green kind of curvy thing that you see there. Okay, sternocleidomastoideus. Tough one to say. It depresses and rotates the head as in nodding. Okay, that's what that'll do. Okay, muscles of the eye. Where's your eye? Oh, there's her eye. I got a bunch of stuff there, right? Okay, orbicularis oculi is the ring of muscles of the eye socket. It allows us to close our eyes. Okay, I've kind of got them marked there. Corrugator muscle, I put that on the other eye because there wasn't room. Corrugator muscle is located beneath the frontalis and orbicularis oculi. It draws the eyebrow down and it wrinkles the forehead vertically. Okay, that's the corrugator. Levator superioris muscle is the thin muscle that controls the eyelid. It can be easily damaged during makeup application. That is why we're so careful around the eyes. Levator palpebrae superioris. And it's not on there. Oh yeah. It's the little underneath the orbicularis oculi. I kind of wrote on her nose a little bit. Okay. Muscles of the nose. The procerus covers the bridge of the nose. There we go. Lowers the eyebrows, causes wrinkles across the bridge of the nose. And then there are other nasal muscles that contract and expand the openings of the nostrils, but you do not need to know that, okay? Muscles of the mouth. First one on the list, buccinator. There it is, buccinator. Is the cheek muscle between the upper and lower jaw. It compresses the cheeks and expels the air between the lips. Depressor labii inferioris. Okay, I just wrote DL. It's on her, kind of on her chin there, right? Also known as quadratus labii inferioris. Lowers the lower lip and draws it to one side as in expressing sarcasm. Levator anguli oris. You can see that's the dark right beside there. I just wrote LA oris. Okay, also known as caninus. Raises the angle of the mouth and draws it inward. Levator labii superioris. I don't remember putting that one on there, so I'm guessing I didn't. Also known as quadratus labii superioris, surrounds the lip, elevates the upper lip, dilates nostrils as in expressing distaste. Okay. I don't know what I did there. I drew it and then I didn't write it. Orbicularis oris muscle is the flat band around the upper and lower lips. It compresses, contracts, puckers, and wrinkles the lips. That's the pink that she's got around her mouth. Okay. Risorius draws the corner of the mouth out and back as in grinning. There it is. Kind of more up on the side. Triangularis muscle extends alongside the chin, pulls down the corner of the mouth. See that in the blue there? A lot of these are overlapping because they're one on top of the other. So, zygomaticus major muscles. They're on both sides of the face, and they go from the zygomatic bone, which is your, I want to make sure they're on there, cheekbones, right? Okay, you have major and minor. They're, just ones. The major is the one that's lower. The minor is the one that's above. Okay, they pull the mouth upward and backwards, so when you're laughing or smiling. And then the minor also it's going to pull the upper lip back up and out as when you're smiling. Okay, so that's the last of my little baby doll things. Just a quick little look at her again, and then I'll put her away. I am no artist, okay? But this will help you if you can take a look at her when we get back to class, things like that. Alrighty, so muscles that attach the arms to the body. We're all the way down there at the bottom now. Again, a lot of information, short amount of time. I mean, seriously. Latissimus dorsi. Okay, latissimus dorsi is a large, flat, triangular muscle covering the lower back. It helps extend the arm away from the body and rotate the shoulder. Pectoralis major and minor are chest muscles. They assist in swinging movements of the arm. The serratus anterior is a muscle of the chest that assists in breathing and in raising the arm. And then the trapezius is a muscle that covers the back of the neck and the upper and middle region of the back. It rotates and controls the swinging movements of the arms. Okay, those are the muscles that attach the arms to the body. So now the muscles of the shoulder and arm. The bicep. Okay, it produces the contour of the front and inner side of the upper arm. It lifts your forearm and it flexes the elbow. Your deltoid is a large triangular muscle covering the shoulder joint, allows the arm to extend outward and to the side of the body. Your tricep is a large muscle that covers the entire back of the upper arm and extends the forearm. Extensors straighten the wrist, hand, and fingers to form a straight line. The flexor is an extensor muscle of the wrist that's involved in flexing the wrist. Pronator is found in your forearm, and it turns the hand inward so the palm faces downward. And then the supinator is a muscle of the forearm that rotates the radius outward and the palm upward. Okay. Muscles of the hand. You have abductors and adductors. Abductors are found at the base of each digit. It separates the fingers. Think of somebody being abducted. They're taken away. Abductors opens them up, separates those fingers. Adductors, adding them all back together. They're found again at the base of each digit, and it draws the fingers together. Alrighty, muscles of the lower leg and foot. Extensor digitorum longus bends the foot up and extends the toes. Extensor hallucis longus extends the big toe and flexes the foot. Tibialis anterior covers the front of the shin, bends the foot upward and inward. Peroneus longus covers the outer side of the calf and inverts the foot and turns it outward. Peroneus brevis originates on the lower surface of the fibula. It bends the foot down and out. Gastrocnemius muscles are attached to the lower rear surface of the heel, and it pulls the foot down. The soleus muscle originates at the upper portion of the fibula and bends the foot down. Flexor digiti minimi moves the little toe. Flexor digitorum brevis moves the toes and helps maintain balance while you're walking and standing. Abductor hallucis, muscles that move the big toe away from the other toes. Again, abductor away. Abductor digiti minimi, the muscles that separate the toes. That is the end of the muscles. Again, a ton of information there. We will go over this again when we're back in class, but this will be a good review thing for you to go over every so often before we actually get back in there. So once again, I'll get it up there. Another short one, but too much information.